Simon & Schuster Audio presents Revolver, Sam Colt and the Six-Shooter That Changed America by Jim Rasenberger. Read by Jacques Roy.
For Anne. Prologue. A Taste for Distasteful Truths. 1. In 1831, somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean aboard a ship called the Corvo, a 16-year-old American boy named Sam Colt was struck by an extraordinary idea. Exactly where he got the idea remains an open question. The common story is that he was inspired by observations he made aboard the Corvo, either of the ship's wheel or, more likely, its windlass, the barrel-shaped crank that sailors turned to hoist the anchor. Others have suggested that he stole the idea from an inventor whose work he'd seen while abroad in India. Either version is plausible. Colt was certainly brazen enough to steal, but he was also ingenious enough to come up with a brilliant creation on his own. It's also possible that the entire episode never happened and Colt made it up. He was capable of that, too. In any event, as the story goes, Colt found a quiet moment on a glassy sea and pulled out the small knife a family friend had given him before the start of his voyage. He whittled at a few pieces of scrap wood to create a model of what he had in mind. When he was done, the thing in his hand resembled a small wooden pistol, a child's toy, except that Colt's creation, with its fist-shaped bulge above the trigger, would have appeared ridiculous to people who knew what a pistol looked like in 1831. He had carved an object that would expand the notion of how a gun was supposed to operate. In doing so, he had solved, or at least started to solve, one of the great technological challenges of the early 19th century: how to make a gun shoot multiple bullets without reloading. For more than 2 decades after he returned home from Calcutta, Sam Colt would strive to perfect and market his revolving gun, and wait for the world to catch up to his idea.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?